Hey, how you guys doing? Oh, thank you, sir. How are you? I don't know what's wrong with this camera. But anyway, I'm here. That's all that matters. So you guys, I got this big order of like a bunch of word necklaces that I need to do. So I need to practice. So that's what I was doing. And so I was like, why don't I just go and just practice on camera? Hey Mary, how are you? Me? I'm here. I am okay. We're good. Okay. All right, Lucy. Okay, there we go. How you doing? Say hi. Aw. So we had the puppies. We have a friend who like adores the puppies, and he's always like, when can I have the puppies? When can I have the puppies? So they went over to his house with his doggy and they had a little sleepover together, and it was the cutest thing ever. And he did not want to bring my babies home. I was like, could you bring my babies home? That would be great. But yeah, so this is their first night here, so they're all like excited and they want to be in everything. You getting big? Nope. For some reason she's not growing as fast. The doctor says she's average, and I'm like, okay, but you know, she seems healthy. How you doing? Now go to sleep, leave me alone. So anyway, you guys, let me get into it. So in the description box below, I put in there this wire that I got that was, to me, it was a horrible wire. It was very expensive, but it has a lot of wire on this spool, and I got 2 of them. So what better use can I have for this wire other than to use it to practice this particular thing? Good morning. Did I say good morning? Hi, Mabel. Welcome. Yep. And make sure you like this video so that I can get my algorithms in action. Well, I need to like the video too. So once I start liking a video, everybody can like the video. Okay. All right. So let me show you what I've been doing so far and what I'm currently working on right now. Let's see. Well, hello there, kitty cat. Oh, and if you can see my back table, I moved it up closer so that you can see the stuff that's on it. I don't know why you guys would think that's important, but yeah, anyway, I did that. All right, hold on a second. And I'm going to watch my audio because last week it was not happy with me. Okay, I am not in the frame. Okay, so these are the words that I've been doing. And I will also share with you guys the video that I was using to practice, because I watch other people's YouTube videos too. It's not just whatever I can do. No, I watch other people's YouTube videos also. So I'll show you the video that I'm using to do these words. And so I am going to work on the next letter that I have. Now, what I enjoy about doing this writing is the fact that, oh, you said good morning. And how are you, Tasha? So what I like about writing with wire, it's always better when you do it in a cursive way. It just looks better and it flows, because if you can't do it individual, so it's going to have to be cursive anyway, right? So, and besides, it looks better. So yeah, I've been doing really well where I am doing them all first try. So, and it was using this particular video that I'm going to show you. I used this woman's video, Heather Boyd Wire. So I've been using her video to teach myself again how to write with wire, because it's been a couple years. It's been about 3 years since the last time that I wrote with wire, since I wrote the butts one in my top 10 video. So yeah, it's been a bit. So I was like, you know what, I need a refresher course, and her video, Heather Boyd Wire, is the best that I found trying to practice this again. Now, this is the wire that I'm using. So I wrote on it just so I know not to use this for anything. I can't use this wire for much of anything. So, because it's just dead soft. It's super duper soft, but it doesn't, I don't think it told me in the listing. I didn't even go back to look, but this is it. It's Benacrate. Okay. I mean, it's not copper wire, and they said it was copper. It's not copper. It feels like aluminum, gold covered aluminum, and I can't use this for much of anything. And yeah, so I'm going to be using this to practice with. Okay, so you can either keep it on the spool, or more than likely, it seems that once I cut off a foot of wire, that I never go over the wire. So this right here was a foot of wire, and I had a little bit extra left over. So if you stick with a foot of wire, and long as you're not writing out a really, really long name, this is a really, really long word here, you know, for trying to wire wrap and having it on and it like lay flat. So I feel that you should stick with small words if you're going to do this, because there's no other use you can have for it, unless maybe you can have it hanging on a necklace or something, but having it on a necklace, let me show you, it doesn't seem to lay as flatly, you know, if you had it on a necklace or something. I don't know, it just seems like if it was short, like up to about, besides the fact that this is upside down, anyway, if you like shorten it, it will look good. See how better it looks? It's going to be hard to make it into a necklace that like lays flat. So small words always help, I found. Okay, but I do like this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I like it. It's cute. Okay, so, and then this is my name. This is what I did first. The reason why I did not want to do Marie, because of the fact that I have an I that has a dot over top of it. That's number one. Number two, I do not know how to make R's in wire, and even in cursive. When I'm writing an R, it never works out for me. It doesn't look good. But Heather Boyd, she taught it in such a way that I was like, oh my God, that's an R, looks like an R. So very realistic words, very realistic looking wire wrapping and everything, and it makes sense how she explained it. So that's what I'm doing right now. All I'm doing today is just practicing with this waist wire. Basically, it's wire that I'm not going to be using for much of anything. And so I was going to write a friend of mine's name, because I was talking to her on the phone today, and then I just started writing out her name, and her name is Ashley. So yeah, that's what I was starting to do. Ashley. Okay, so you know what? And you know what else helps too? Is writing it down. Oh, here it is. What also helps is writing it down, okay? So this is a book that Bronco has graced, and he said, Mom, look at this beautiful book that I made. He like bit my really, I was really upset, but you know, I live. So what helps is to write it down. The word that you're gonna use. Can I get a pen up here? Cool. Okay. Do you guys remember these pens? These pens where you have to clip it down. Like, my daughter doesn't know what this is. She's like, what is this? You pick a color and you go. She's like, what is this? So that's what I did. Why are you growling? So this is what I did for my name. So this is her name, Asha Lee, right? So that's Ashley's name. I don't think she has a Y in it. She has IE. And so make sure that you have the name written correctly. And then make sure that you wrote it down so you can like visualize it in letters. It's not in cursive, but I'm just getting the spelling right. But yeah, Ashley with just an I. I think she put an E in it. Maybe I spelled it wrong. I don't know. I think it's Ashley. Okay. So that's what I'm doing today. So I wrote it down so I can visualize it and see it with my own two eyeballs. Okay. So I got the A already. Now I have to get into my S. Okay. Now, as for the supplies that I'm using, like tool wise, this is the best thing that you can use for this. It's very mini. These are my mini round nose. Okay. Very small. I got these from Michael's years ago and I never used it. And, until like I started really getting back into jewelry, and then I was like, ooh, these are I thought I bought the wrong thing, and in the long run it was the best thing I could have bought. So very tiny needle nose. No, these are not needle nose, round nose pliers. Okay. And then I found these things. This is really good for if you're making circles or making really big circles and, you know, making them different sizes. These are great too. They're from Beadsmith, so this is good too. And then my bent chain nose pliers. Okay. These are from Xeron. Now, I love them and I use them a ton. What I've been finding is that, oh no, it's my cutters. My cutters are, they're like loosening up on me. I thought it was my Xeron, but this is a very good pliers, but my cutters are not very good. So I'm not going to be recommending these pliers to you. Look how loose it is. It's really terrible and I hate it. And it's the only ones that I had. At first they were beautiful. When they were brand new, they were great. And then now that they've gotten older, it just does not work very well. Okay, so let's get into it. So for her, believe it or not, you would think that when you write out an A, that is a weird oblong circle. That's not true. So it's actually just a circle. Just like Heather Boyd had demonstrated. It's an actual circle, but I'm not doing that yet. This A, I just did it just to make it look pretty and elegant and a capitalized letter. Okay, I've been doing lowercase for all of these, except for Bronco's name and my name. I've been doing them like capital, but you know, starting with lowercase because that's the easiest way that you can teach yourself this skill. Okay, so I need to do an S. So again, here's we'll figure it out. Oh, you know what I can do too? So she went through, Heather Boyd went through the entire alphabet, okay? I have her muted, but yeah, how she did the S was, wait, how did I do a S? How about that? Okay, so what's really cool about this is that When you get to the next letter, all you have to do is do a little bend. That's going to be helpful to you, to do a little bend, and then to start your next letter. Okay, and I want my S going up, and then I want it, because you want to have a space between all your letters. Okay, that's very important. Now I'm going to pick this part of the wire. So I bent it up already, so let's bend it up. You see how my A is, and now I'm going to bend it up just a little bit. Use my chain nose, go like this, and then what a lot of it is taking your wire and pushing your wire to the back of the word. Okay, you're kind of like hiding it away. Okay, and then you got to make sure that the wire is in line with the wire that is in front of it. Let me show you what I mean. So here I have, oh, just like with this right here with my A, you see how I have the wire is coming around to the back of my letter. And you see how you can't even see it because it's in line with the wire that's in front. And basically the reason why you will do that is to get your wire in a good place to go on to your next letter, okay? Because then it will start to look wonky if you have like letters and wire just all over the doggone place, and you don't want that. So S is a little weird. I did a little dot, I mean, not like that, but I did a little loop at the top here. Now I'm going to take these pliers. I didn't put these in the description box below, but I will after I get done with this live. Then, according to the S that I already did, where's my S? The only S I did was on butts. Okay, so there goes my S. So I am going to shoot out my S like that. Okay. So I got my little S. You may be looking at that like, that's not an S, but hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. Adia, did I say that right? Adia, Yarn Arts. I got a Yarny in the house. You see my wall in the back? You probably can't, it's really small, but that's my yarn wall. All right, so I got my S out there, but I'm not finished with my S. So I wanna shoot the wire up, and then here's that part where I say you bend the wire back behind your letters. So I'm gonna get the wire around my A here. Boop, there we go. And then I'm going to bend it back like so. How's everybody's day going? Because mine is going pretty well. Pretty well. I got so many things done. Hey! All right. So let me bend this up. And you see how I bent it in the back? You see it? So there goes my S. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know how I gotta make it perfect. I'm gonna bend it up just a smidgel. Okay, there we go. So you guys, I'm not looking at the chat on my computer. I'm looking at the chat. Oh, you would? Good. Well, you got the A. So just like I was explaining, a lot of it is taking the wire and putting it towards the back, just trying to get your letters in line with each other, okay? Making sure that you're ready for the next letter. So here I go. Now, I've never done an H, but let me think about this. I've never done an H. Okay, I think I got it. All right, so I got it bent up because I'm gonna have the H looking like this. So what I should do is write it exactly how I'm going to be doing it in wire, okay? So I got the A, it's got its little bend here, okay? The wire does come up, but the problem is I did the wire towards the back, so it comes out here, okay? And then I have my S, something like that, my S, and then I have my H, and then I have my A, and then I have my L. See how you're getting all these loopy loops in there? That's gonna help you to be able to go to your next letter on and on and on, okay? And you know what's gonna be really funny and what you're gonna really love? And the reason why I was telling you how I did not want to write my name, because mine has an I over top, okay? I over top. Mine has an I in it, and the I has a dot on the top. So I figured out a good way, and this came from Heather Boyd, about making a little dot on top, and you can still use your darn wire to make an I. So the I is basically just a long line, okay? But at the same time, we're gonna do our little dot. So this is what it's probably gonna look like. I hope it's gonna look like. And then after I get done with this, then I am going to take some words from you guys, and then I have to do the words that you give me, okay? So get your words ready in the chat, and I'm gonna pick one that to me will be a challenge. You got to keep it short, no more than, let's say no more than 6 letters, and we'll go from there, okay? And then I'm gonna pick one, whatever one is a challenge for me, because I like to challenge myself. So this is what I think, this is what I visualize as what this word is going to look like, this name is going to look like, Ashley, okay? So, all right, now, again, like I said, I have a foot of wire here. And so if I have a foot of wire, it always, I've never ran out of wire doing a short name, okay? Okay. You're in the middle of changing your hair color. Wow. Well, see, it's blonde. So when you change your hair color, it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy. I mean, unless, how are you changing it? Are you doing like a darker color? Like, I've always found that when I did blonde and then I moved on to like red or brown or auburn or whatever, it was easier. Or any other color. All right. Now for the H, just like I said, it's going to be I'm going to start at the top where I want the top of my H to be, and it's really hard to keep it uniform, because for me, I like to eye it up. There's no like science to it. You just have to watch what you're doing. Oh, blue black. You know, girl, blue black is hard to maintain though. Just telling you right now, it was hard for me to maintain. What color is your hair naturally? Underneath. Wait, is this right? I might have to do it the other way. And you can like do this swoop-de-loop either way. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Is that right? Okay. All right. So I got the swoop-de-doop. I don't really like the direction in which it went, so I'm going to do it again. What's great about this wire is it's so freaking, it's so annoying. It's so freaking like flexible that I can just do it again if I need to. And so I found that to not hold the wire so hard actually helps you so that you do not, you know, destroy your wire. So I got my swoop-de-whoop. Okay. I don't know what a swoopy-whoop is. Okay, so you're good. You're good. If your hair was naturally blonde or if your hair was, you know, brown, it's hard to maintain. Or if your hair is like really gray, it's hard to maintain and it's the worst. All right, so I'm again hiding that wire behind the wire that's showing out in front, okay? Showing out, okay? Now I wanna do my little bend, but I'm gonna do it with my hands. Here we go. And there's my H. All right, now get your wire in line for your next letter. Pay attention. This is what I'm doing. Just to keep them uniform, I pay attention to the bottom and make sure that these wires are in line with each other. And for the most part, it is. I think that when it comes to wire wrapping and such, I think this is my, hey, swoop-de-doop is a technical term in Martian creation world. Just like a smidgel. I have like really weird terminology. Oh boy. So I'm even gonna put a little bend at the end there. She's so pretty. Now, I always get afraid of making my A's. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about A's. I just don't like them. It's like every word has an A in it. So I'm just gonna bend it around and make a little circle. All right. Nice little circle, starting my A. And I'm gonna have the wire follow through. Boom. I'm glad you like it. My husband says that I should create a dictionary. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Well, that wasn't so bad. Actually, this A was not as bad as I thought it would be. I think that's why I started with a capital A and not with a lowercase a. Because I was like, ugh. Uppercase A for me is very easy to do. So I thought I was cheating until I realized, oh my gosh, she has another A in her name. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Asha and then Lee. Let me get a, all right. So don't go too crazy. When you have a loop-de-loop already in the name, try to follow that loop, okay? And that's how it keeps all your letters looking uniform. Now, believe me, I am not an expert at this, okay? But so far as I've been seeing, this is what I found has started to look really, really good. Okay, so I was just trying to make sure I got the wire in the right spot. Hopefully I did. Okay, so there you go. That's and it's up a little bit more. So if it's too up, all you have to do is just tighten it and push it down and move your wire in place. I don't know if I just made that bigger. Okay. So I'm just holding it and then I want to pull the wire down. There I go. So now to me that matches. The bottom I'm going to squish a little bit closer. Let's squish that a little bit closer. There you go. So there you go. And then my favorite part, I don't know why, but the eyes are my favorite. Favorite. That's a new word. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now You always want to stick this wire out. Make sure it's in place. You're ready to use it. Okay, ready to use it. Now I'm gonna push that wire up. Is that too close for an eye? Maybe. So I'm gonna go out a little bit further and then push it out. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, sorry. So, I mean, you gotta be like me, where I took years to accumulate all this yarn, all these other crafty things. And this weekend, you guys, this weekend, my husband exclusively kicked me out of the upstairs office. He said, if you don't get this stuff out of my office, bruh, he officially kicked me out, okay? Which is fine, side. But as a result, I'm literally taking up this whole entire garage. Am I sorry? Maybe a little bit, but this stuff gotta go somewhere. Okay, so he officially kicked me out. So we brought everything down here. I had a bin, like a drawers bin thing that I had to bring down. And then he gave me, because he's out of the field, he's retired now from the field of HVAC. So he had all these things that like organize things, and he's like toolboxes and stuff, and he's just like, I can't even use it. And so I was like, I'll take it. So I got a bunch of like little toolboxes and such. Okay, let me stick to the subject here. Now, eyes are usually smaller, okay, than any of the letters in a word. So what I'm gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. Hey girl, I ain't heard from you in ages. This is my little sister here. My brand. How you doing, girl? I miss you. My parents are coming back to California, just so you know. I don't know if you know. Yeah. So if you do know, you know. You already there? Yeah, I was telling my little sister that the parents are coming back. So I'm just making a little dot, okay? No. All right. And that's an eye. You can make it doubly an eye. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push the wire right behind it, and I'm gonna bend it up. Well, get your butt out here. It's cold though. It's cold. It's cold here. I mean, colder than California. Here is like, I don't know. Today was like 70 degrees. I don't know what I'm talking about, but North Carolina is clearly drunk and it needs to go home because we almost died a couple days ago from the cold, and now all of a sudden it's like, we cool, you all right? And it's like, did you die though? It's like, I almost did. It's cold out here. So I'm gonna end with a swoop-de-whoop. Now, here's the thing about ending it off, because you gotta think, what are you gonna put this on? What are you gonna put this on? What are you gonna put it on? Okay, so for me and for her, I kind of feel like she might put it on a necklace, but then again, I'm just practicing. This is not something that I'm gonna give her. There's no way. I just wanna see if I can do it. Okay, now I always try to end. See, here we go. Here's a problem right here. I don't know if you see it, where I put that bend, it's not in line with the other, excuse me, I had to belch. It's not in line with the other letters. So I wanna make sure that it is in line with the other letters before I proceed. Just pay attention as you're going. And look at that, it looks like it's on a line, okay? That's how you can tell that it's straight. Yeah, I've been practicing. I had an order for somebody and they were like, "Can you do this?" And I'm like, "You know what? If you give me to a certain time, I'm going to practice." So this is what I'm doing. I'm practicing with some scrap wire that I have, and it's been working out pretty good. Thank you, Sissy Poo. All right, so again, like I said, what are you gonna put it on? Me is gonna be on a necklace. So I made a loop on this side so that it's almost like its own little jump ring. You could put another jump ring in there and then attach it to a necklace. But then you got to do the same thing on the other side and also keep it even so it doesn't look wonky when you put the necklace on, okay? So I'm gonna, let's go up a little bit like this. And then I want to, maybe I'll use a bigger pair of pliers. Okay, I'm gonna do this. So they're like, it's always good to like have a little nice little pretty I'm not gonna say swoopy whoop. No. 70 is not cold. No, what I'm saying is that at night it does get cold. It gets about like 40, 30 at night, which is annoying when you have plants and stuff like that. So look at that. Cute little swoop. Some people can put like little, you can put a little heart right here if you want to. I'm pretty partial to hearts, so I'm just gonna keep it simple, okay? Swoop it up, and then this is where I'm gonna put my jump ring. Here we go. And I'm gonna double wrap it because I might personally wear one of these myself. Why did I do that? And I also want to, I'm undoing it real quick because I don't want the wire to be in the front because that was not smart of me. So I am wrapping it so that the end of this wire is going to be in the back and not showing up in the front. Look at that. Oh, it was terrible. It was, what? That's crazy. Talonda, that's crazy. Did I do it again? Oh my goodness. Lord save me. All right, there we go. And then you could just end this off. This is a foot of wire that I used. So I'm gonna cut it right where my loop is. I hate these cutters. I really need to get another pair. They're very like, I don't know. It's silly. All right, so I had made this. Oh, I must have bent it. See, this is why I don't like this wire. It bends too easily. You need some tough, half hard, 20 gauge half hard wire. When you're ready to go, you practice, you're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right, then go with your 20 gauge half hard copper and just go from there. I would expect, Talonda, I would expect to have a heat wave here by next month. It's doggone January and it's in the 70s in January. Like, what in the global warming is going on outside besides global warming? All right, look at this. This is how much wire I have left over from my foot of wire, and I got the name Ashley out of it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, 2 swoop-de-whoops, and jump ring areas where I'm going to connect it to a necklace. That's how much I got out of a foot of wire. So if you go with a foot of wire, you should be good. How much is this that's left? How how is this a foot of wire? Maybe I didn't have a foot of wire. Maybe it was 2 feet. I might have done 2 feet of wire. So 2 feet of wire. This was close to a foot. I still probably had about this much left over from a foot. I think this was 2 feet because I do not know how to measure. Y'all know. Yeah, we almost had a blizzard too. And yeah, my windows are open. The windows are open, which is like, what the heck is going on? Why? All right, you guys, do you have a short word for me? Who has a short word for me? Oh, and let me show you the video while we're waiting. I'm not gonna have the sound up, but I'm gonna show you. Oh, good, it's up. So look how smooth hers are. Look how the words are. Like, oh my gosh. It's just absolutely beautiful how she just like flows with it. It's amazing. So this is Heather Boyd right here. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Just the way she teaches it to you is, see how she's putting the wire behind? She's putting the wire behind the wire that she's working on, and you guys get to look at it add. Yay. There. So that's amazing to me. What wire? I don't know what letter she's doing right now. Mac girl, where are you? What wire? Okay, what is she doing? I'm trying to see what letter she's doing. I can't tell. T? She's doing a T or a J. I can't tell. What? She's doing an X? Y'all, I'm terrible at this. X, okay. She's doing an X. Y. Oh, I didn't get to the end of the alphabet, and I want to see how she does the Z real quick. Hold on. Anybody have any? Oh, diva. You did say diva. I thought you were calling me a diva. Oh, wow. Thought you were calling me a diva. Oh, she's doing a lowercase z. I know how to do that. That's fine. Oh, wait, no. She's doing a z. Awesome. And see how she hides that wire behind. And that is how she does it. It's amazing. Look at how she hid that. She hid the wire perfectly behind the letter. You can't even tell. That's the level of professional that I need. San Francisco, to me, I went to San Francisco in August and it was cold. It was cold to me. It was cold to me, San Francisco. I literally had to buy a couple hoodies when I got there because I was like, oh, it's not gonna be cold. Why would I need a hoodie? I had one hoodie and I was like, I can't just keep wearing the same hoodie every day. It's just not gonna work out. So I had to go buy some hoodies. But yeah, check her out, Zer. You'll be able to get your Z. You saw the Z, it's amazing. I definitely will be going back because she does different types of letters also. So, yeah. Apparently I have to do diva. Dang it. Okay, I think I can do it. I can do it. Now this right here, this has to be a foot. Nope, this is over foot, just by an inch or two. All right, how am I gonna do this? Ooh. Ew. That doesn't sound good. Oh, San Francisco side. Okay, so maybe that's why. Yeah, because we were in San Francisco and then we rode bikes over the bridge. Can you tell me what the bridge is again? Oh my God, Golden Gate, thank you. Thanking myself because no one said it yet. The Golden Gate Bridge, we went and literally just drove over that on bikes, and that was really cool to do. And it was freezing the entire time. The sun was out. I'm grateful for that, but oh Lord. And then we got over to the other side. I believe it was Salinas, and we walked around the town, and then we took a ferry back with our bikes on it. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes a ton of sense to me. Yeah, we were in San Francisco. It was foggy the whole time. This is in August, July, August. And to me it was cold, but I was okay with it. You know, it could be as cold as it wants to be, but I was okay with it. Golden Gate, yeah. I got it out of my brain. I did it. Okay. Now I'm just trying to see now, when you're trying to visualize it, write it down. Okay. Okay, so I have my little loopy. Where do I want the loop? And then go like this. Okay. I think I'm going to do the back bar, do another loopy, and then have it come back, hide the wire behind that loopy or just before right here, and I'll have my D. And then I'm gonna hide it, have it come out here so that I can do my diva, do my I, and then do my V. Hide it right here, have it coming down here. And then so I can have my dreaded A, swoop-de-doo-wop, and then do my, okay, that don't look like much on paper, but just so I had to write it out so I know. Sausalito, yes, you helped me with that, thank you, because I definitely forgot. And we took a ferry from there, and it was the nicest day ever. Diva, I just don't want it to look like it says divas, so I want to make sure I tighten that loop there. Oh, so it's a thing in August. Okay. Why? Oh, okay. I was just about to say, why is it called that? That's funny. I've never heard that. I can't wait to tell my husband that. So we really, really want to move to California. You know, the market prices for houses here makes it so that we can afford to get a house in California. We just don't know where yet. But we've been checking it out for a bit, mostly to get close to my parents and take care of them. But we don't know where we're gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna boop that out. Okay, how did I have the, okay, so I have it, I want to have it coming out here, do a little loop. Okay, we got it. We got it, everybody. I know you guys were worried that I wasn't gonna get it. Okay. Okay. How? No. Let's do it the other way, like this. Wait, what am I doing? It's hard to visualize sometimes with the first letter. There we go. There we go. I'm just starting with a little bend there just to get it like that. Then I'm going to start with that first loop. Looking at my first loop. Okay. Then I'm going to go down here to do my second loop. but I want to complete it. Then I'm going to use my fingers to form that D part. Oh dear, could somebody report that for me? Because we are not privately dating here. This D looks a little pregnant, but I'm gonna hope for the best. Push it up a little bit. She's wearing her pregnancy up high. Which means when someone's wearing their pregnancy up high, that means that they're gonna have a boy, I've heard. Girls, they usually are carried low for some reason. All right, here we go. So again, we're hiding that, but I want to give it a little hook. Again, we do not want to smash our wires like this, like, I want this letter to be a letter. We don't want that, okay? Oh, actually, I can report it. Can I? Yeah, I can report it. There, I report it. It is citing, it's harassing me and bullying me. No, report. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. There, we got a D. The D is in the house. I mean, that sounds bad. Oh my God. I'm constantly saying things and I'd be like, why did I say that? You know what? Another thing I could have done, I could have had the wire come out. You see how this is loose like this? The next time I'm gonna have the wire go into this loop, come around so that I know it's not gonna go nowhere. Okay, that's for next time. Or I can just do it right now. Let's do it. Let's see how that would look. Thank you. I do that stuff. You did, well, you went into the loop? I thought you were doing your hair. Wait a minute. Maybe we're not talking about the same thing. All right, I'm just straightening out my wire real quick. These are key. These are very, very key for wire wrapping. Because when you run into a situation such as this, you're gonna need to have to straighten out your wire sometimes, you know? So I'm just pulling it through there. And I have my bend here so I know where I bent it the first time. Because this is way too big, as we can see. And I'm gonna push it through because I want it to grab. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. I need people to report spam so they don't like show up. All right. Okay, that's good. So what that does is it allows it to have a place to stay and nothing's gonna get hooked on it later on. Okay, so I remember that. I'm even gonna write a note. Loop wire in, top loop, so that I know for future references, if I make a D again, that I can do that and remember that. Because it's all about doing these words, it's all about hiding that wire and making it not look so unprofessional. Okay, here we go. So now this is the part where you are trying to make sure your wire is hidden. Okay, making sure it's hidden, and I'm trying to make sure also that it's in the right place. Like I want it to be going down towards the bottom of this letter. Okay, now I'm towards the bottom of this letter right here. Then I'm gonna do a quick little bend, and I wanna make sure that it is in the proper spot at the bottom of this letter. And if you're looking at it and you're like, oh, that's too close, you can also just make another loop, just using something like these pliers. Make a little loop, so you wanna make sure that it is far enough away. I think out of, and I said this earlier, that out of all the things that I've been making in the past, that I feel like this is the one that I had most fun with, is writing with this wire. I'm just saying. So if you guys are like trying to get into it, it's fun. To me, it's fun. I love it. So let me show you the eye, because I didn't explain the eye before. So what I'm doing is I'm creating this circle. Okay, so I got the circle in there. So you make sure you just create a circle, and you're like, what? I could leave it like this. I'm gonna create a circle. This one I did a little bit different than the first eye I did in Ashley's name. So I'm just creating that perfect circle there. And then I'm gonna pull the wire down. See, I am about to compare my eyes so I can see which eye is better. Okay, I like this. I really do. I like this. And I'm hiding the letter. I'm hiding the wire behind the letter. Okay, now I'm going to see. So this is the eye that's made with an open circle. It's not closed. The circle here is not closed at all. Okay, now this one is closed. I like it if I can get the wonkiness out of it. The key to this is making sure that all that wire is bent at the same spots, because otherwise it will start to look weird. Look at that. Okay, I love this eye, and if I ever do another eye, which I probably would, why would I say if I ever do another eye, I will do it like this. I love it. But when I do my loop, I want to be pulling my loop back. I'm wrapping it and the wire came out front, and I want the wire to come out back. So I'm going to wrap my circle back the next time. Okay, now we're going to make sure we have another space in our V. How am I going to do this? Go up and I shoop it across. Okay. Sorry, I'm quiet because I'm thinking. When I'm quiet, I'm thinking. All right, so if I have this, I bend it back. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, yeah, V has about 2 different ways you can make it. I've seen it done 2 different ways so far. Okay, and I want to make sure that the letters are all even. All right, so I'm gonna do that hide behind thing. This is when your bent chain nose is going to come in handy to squish the loops down. You know, don't go too crazy with it. And make sure you don't rub your pliers across the wire. Don't rub it across the wire, because that's when you run into the nasty looking scratched up wire. Okay, now V. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, we ain't gonna go too crazy with it. It's not a very good V, but it is good enough. Okay, for a first timer. I've never done a V before. See, what I like about this wire wrapping thing, I'm gonna put the wire very close because I want that little dip to be really, really tight. Okay, make sure your wire is hidden behind your other wire, and there you go. Now I am going to, this is another thing too, when you have a letter that has 2 sides to it like this one does, you want to make sure that both the sizes match. It's not easy to get everything to match. It's really not easy. I've been finding it not too easy, but it's okay to have to do it again. Don't start from scratch. You can always just unbend the wire, use your wire straighteners, these guys right here, and just do it again. It's not gonna kill you, okay? So I'm trying to, I don't feel that this is even with the bottom. See, I'm just gonna undo it. There you go. Alrighty, we're okay. Here we go. I don't know. It is what it is right now. Oh boy. Okay. I'll second guess myself for another 15 minutes, you guys, if you don't mind. Oh boy. Let me put, sorry, I gotta look for something real quick. Hello, computer, would you like to wake up? Thank you. Okay, here we go. Did I do that evenly? No, I did not. There we go. Pull it down so that it is even. Yeah, I know it's rounded, but I want it to be sharp. So I'm gonna bend it close together. Do that. Bend it close together. I hate this wire because this wire probably will start to snap if I do it too much. There we go. A little bit better. So I'm gonna take and put the wire in the middle of this side of the V, like this. Okay, it's in the middle of the side of the V. And then I'm going to get ready to do my A. Are you being critical of my V? Come on. Doing the best I can. All right, let me see. Let me try to get it. I'm just scared that I'm gonna snap this wire. And then I would need to start over from scratch. Is this better? Is this better? Does this meet your standards? Okay. There we go. I don't know. Doing the best I can. First time doing a V. I think I did pretty well. I could have done worse. Okay, what am I doing? All right, let's do that A. Make sure I have a space. So I'm making sure that I have a space. And now I'm going to do a circle. Yeah, I know. I am going to need it every now and again, I think. How big do I want my A to be? So that's why I hear outside. Whenever it's warm, there's always somebody going down the road 80 miles per hour with a very, very loud car and just disturbing the whole world. Okay. Diva. I mean, I spelled it right? Okay. Diva. I did it. There you go. That's diva. Looks like a Devo, but that's why I don't like making A's. They said, whoa, what if, hold on a second, you guys. What if I did something, I think that just like totally just made it worse. Don't tell anybody. I want to pinch it a little bit out of shape so it's not so circle. But I feel like I'm squeezing it too much. Oh wait, that's better. Like I'm pulling, let me push it up. Okay, to give it this look of an A. Let me open it up a little bit. Oh, I like it. Oh God, and then I broke it. Okay, just trying to do my little A. Now I am going to make sure you swoop it at the end, because when you do cursive, which they don't teach anymore in schools, and that is atrocious, you always have a little bend at the end and it's straight on the bottom, so that really helps. And I'm going to do another swoop. Swoop-de-doo-wops. How do I want to do it? How do you want to do it? The way that you want to do it. Let's do this. No, I want it to go to the back of my work. Remember I was talking about, that's what I want to do is my A. I want to make sure it goes to the, with my I want to make sure it goes to the back of my work. I don't want this to be too big though. Okay, and I'm going to bring the swoop up there. Then I'm going to bend it a little bit because I want to do a little swoop inside also. Does that make sense? Oh God, that's what I was afraid of. I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay. There we go. I don't know if I like that. Tough. That's what you have. Work with it. Okay. Trying to pull these apart. You guys are probably like, what are you doing? Oh, there we go. I like this better. Separate them. Diva. I want this to be more circle. So that's when a mini round nose comes in handy. There we go. Like if I was gonna do that, that's what I'm gonna do. See how I'm wrapping it towards the back of my work and not towards the front of my work where the end is gonna show. So I wanna make sure that I have it going towards the back, and then I'm gonna cut it. This is so fun. I like this. There we go. I like it. I'm gonna push this out though. Like that. Diva. I can't believe I did it. This is like me practicing and I'm like, am I doing this right? No, half the time you're not. But yeah, I like that. And I'm trying to make sure that, you know, my two little things that are going to attach to my, what do you call it? That are going to attach to my necklace are on either side, okay? Let's make that smaller. Look at that. I think I did it. I like it. And I also had that wire go straight into the first loop that I made, which kind of like makes it go full circle. So yay. So over the next couple of days, I will be doing a couple more little words and stuff and going from there. I have a video that I did record yesterday. You're probably like, what? You got a video? You recorded a video? Yes, I did. I recorded a video, and basically it is me having 4 ways to make a pair of hoop bearings. So I have 4 ways to make hoop earrings, okay? Different sizes and all that good jazz. And then you don't have to measure anything. You don't have to measure anything because you know how terrible I am about measuring things and knowing the right measurements for stuff. In the past, I had a lot of what's the measurement? How much wire do I need? And all that stuff. You know what? I'm going from here where I'm teaching things that don't require any doggone measurements, because listen, people will be mad at me because I give the wrong measurements, and it's just not the same when you put it in a subtitle or a caption in the video. It's just not the same other than when I say it. When I say it, people think that that is gold. That is exactly what it is, and they get confused as to what I wrote and what I said. So I'm trying not to do that. So I just take the measurements out of the scenario. You know what I mean? Yes, you can hammer it, girl. Well, that all depends on your wire. Miss Jade Eyes, that all depends on your wire. What did I do? All right, so this is what I do. I always, let me turn my camera around. If I'm going to hammer anything, these are the items that I use. So I use this. And as far as a chasing hammer, I cannot find a chasing hammer that I like. So I went to the Home Depot and I got this S-Wing hammer, and it's small. You see it in my hand. It's a really small hammer. That's the reason why I chose it. So I'm like, I wonder. So hold on a second. Let me mute you guys because it's like, okay. So the only complaint I have about hammering the words is, remember when we were making this, that we have wire that's hiding behind the front wire that's showing? That's gonna smush them out and bring them out into the focus. Look at this V. So it's gonna smush it and bring it out to the focus. So that kind of scares me. But the one thing that I forgot about when you hammer, it's making the wire stronger. The reason why I'm not using this wire is because it's not copper. That's it. But you probably can use some dead soft copper and hammer it, and then it will be really really nice, and it'll be fine, and it'll be strong. See how it's messed up a couple of my letters? I'm not really not a fan, but I wonder if you can take your wire and hammer it first and then do your letters. Okay, that's one thing that you can do. It's possible. I think it's possible. In fact, I'm going to do that this evening. I got to clean up my studio first and feed the dogs, but I'm going to try. So I had to put the wire back in its spot where I put it, and that's okay. That's okay. As long as the wire is strong. I'm just afraid that I might, sorry. I just want to make sure that it doesn't like snap. That's not something that I want to happen. So I'm wondering about the smashing it first. okay? I could have just as easily said hammer like Miss J.𝐈 said, but I'm over here calling it smash. You know, my brain does not work like everybody else's. So I say try out hammering the wire first and then going in and start doing your wrapping into a word. So that's what I'm going to do tonight, and I'm going to give you guys an update on it in my Discord community. So I'm going to hammer it first, and then I'm going to start doing a word. So this is what it looks like. I can't bring it any closer because the camera won't focus, but it's okay. This is do the word first and then hammer it. I'm gonna say no to that unless the wire is really, really strong. But yeah, this is so far what it looks like. We good, we good. She's still a diva. She's still a diva. All right, you guys. So if you want to be a part of my Discord and see that update, make sure you email me at, I think it's, I can never remember what the email is. So let me open this up. Okay, there it is. MartianDiscord at gmail.com. And then MartianDiscord at gmail.com. Let me check just to make sure that that is absolutely correct, because sometimes I get things wrong because that's who I am. What? Yes, MartianDiscord at gmail.com. Just want to make sure, because sometimes I forget things and I put things in incorrectly. My front camera or my up camera? Because this is my up camera. Let me show you what that looks like. So I have a little arm that holds my camera over top. So it's a little arm like this. And I have it connected to a bar that is above my desk. What's funny is I'm going to show you with this camera, it might be upside down, but I'm going to show you in this camera what my husband built me for my front camera. So I'm going to hit live stream, and this is the thing that he built for my front camera. This is what it looks like, and this is my program. You want to see a okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna give people a headache. But yeah, and it's a Logitech, as you can see. And this is the holder that he made. So I had this holder that goes to a tripod. We just bought an extra one. He got me a piece of plywood. I colored it gold, and I just changed the little head right here out if I want to change it to hold my phone, I can do that. I can change it to hold this camera. So I'm doing both of them. So yeah. So when it comes to what holder I have, I can't really say. Where you see up? Oh yeah, this is, oh, so this is, yeah, the up. Go to my Christina, if you go to email me at my Discord, MartianDiscord at gmail.com, and I'll show you what the setup is going to be, okay? Or the setup and how it is. And my husband built this bar over top of my computer, and so that we can have a bar that holds my camera and it points it down. So yeah. Yes, Mariam. And then you can see for sure what it actually looks like, and then go from there. So you guys, I am going to head out because I got to clean my studio. The back table looks nice, but my studio does not. And there's sleeping puppies everywhere, sleeping next to a cat. That's interesting. And then I have 2 puppies down here. So yeah, I have to feed them. They're like looking at me like, could you feed me, please? You gotta feed the babies. You guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being patient with me with things going on in my life that's just showing up out of nowhere. And then other than that, you guys, look for that video of how to do 4 hoop earrings that are easy to do. And then, yeah, go from there. All right, you got, ooh, this smells good. I don't know where you can get this, but it's Good Sense Tropical Lip Balm. That smells good. I'm gonna eat it. I was the kid who ate glue. Just saying. What am I gonna do? I ate glue just so I can see what it tastes like. Don't tell anybody, please. Love you guys. I will talk to you next week. Now, next week, you guys, we are going to do a project together with that wire. Again, I am setting alarms. I'm gonna put my phone right here because I'm gonna set alarms for myself so that I can keep reminding you guys, hey, don't forget to buy that wire. Hey, don't forget to buy that wire. Okay? And in my Discord, I will keep up on it because I have alerts and alarms that says, hey, get on Discord, remind everybody about that wire. Okay? It's so, this project that I had today is really hard to do if you're new to wire wrapping, but if you're new to wire wrapping, that project with the earrings is a very easy project to do. This is the earrings right here. Okay, and we're gonna do that together. You may be thinking, oh my God, that's so intricate. It just looks intricate. It's very easy to do. It looks like a little lotus. Looks like a little lotus design or something like that. And this is the square wire that we're gonna be using. I need you guys to get the square wire. That is the only thing you need. And 26 gauge wire is just really, really thin wire. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. That's all you need for this project and basic tools. Okay. All right. So I'm going to keep reminding you guys to get that wire if we're going to do this project together. All right. Other than that, I love you guys. I love you divas. You guys are the best. You're always here when I go live. Yeah. That's because I love you guys and you know it, and that's why you're here. All right. Did you know, you guys, that I have a really, really terrible time saying goodbye to people, places, and things? So yeah, rewatch from the beginning and then you'll be able to see. Oh, good. You caught the last 15 minutes of me going blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I will show you guys in the Discord because I'm not going to share it anywhere else. I'm going to show you in Discord my whole setup and my camera, what it looks like, and my computer and just my desk in general, which is a mess. But I will clean it up just for you guys so you can see it, okay? But then later on, I'm going to do an official video of the studio and what I'm doing because you guys wanted to see what it looked like and all that good jazz. So see you in the Discord, and I will see you, for the ones who don't want to be in my Discord, I will see you next week, Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we can do a project together. Other than that, love you guys. Okay? Bye.